Well, good morning and welcome to day 19 of the Bible Memory Challenge. Today we're going into a sort of a new section here of Paul's letter. The heading in my Bible says to live as Christ. And verses 19 through 30 are just some amazing passages. Many of these you probably already know. I think you will really enjoy and benefit greatly through your study and through memorizing these passages. But as always, go back and look at yesterday's verse 18, which hopefully didn't give you too much trouble. I did see some comments that some of you were glad that I made the comment that little piece at the very end where it says, yes, and I will rejoice, is part of verse 18, not part of verse 19. So hopefully that was helpful, and hopefully you got through that verse okay. Today's verse will not be bad. Tomorrow's verse will be challenging, but once we get through these two verses, as I said, we'll get into next week, beginning at verse 21. You can look at 21. You probably already know that verse. So I think next week will be a lot easier for you than this week. I think this week's been kind of challenging, to be honest with you. But you guys are doing great. So let's jump right in. Do your review work as always. Maybe listen to the previous verses on one of your audio Bibles. That would be a great way to do a quick review. And then let's look at today's verse 19. And remember, this continues the thought. Remember that verse 18 ended with those words, yes, and I will rejoice. So now we come to verse 19, 119. For I know that through your prayers and the help of the Spirit of Jesus Christ, this will turn out for my deliverance. 119. For I know that through your prayers and the help of the Spirit of Jesus Christ, this will turn out for my deliverance. So here, Paul is talking about that he knows that he has this confidence and this joy because he knows that the saints are praying for him, and he also knows that the Spirit of Jesus Christ is going to help him get through this period, this situation he's in. Remember, Paul is in prison. Don't forget that. Paul is in prison, writing, chained up to a Roman soldier, writing to this church in Philippi. So he is writing this letter under extreme duress. And yet he still rejoices because people are praying for him, and he knows he is being lifted up and supported by the Spirit of Jesus Christ. So anyway, once you have read through that verse slowly 10 times, got to feel the rhythm, get to feel sort of the cadence of that, then see how you can do it from memory. Cover it up and see how you do. And as always, feel free to take a look and take a peek if you need to. But a couple things to make you aware of with this verse. One thing I did when I was looking at this verse is where it says through your prayers. I was having a little trouble getting the word through for some reason, so I just drew tried to draw like two little hands praying, and then just drew an arrow right through those hands. I know it's sort of a weird picture, but that little picture, now every time I go this verse, I know I just think very easily that the prayer and through, so through your prayers. And you get a picture like that in your mind, as silly as it may be, you're not going to forget the verse. And I also had trouble with the next part, and it says, in the help of the Spirit of Jesus Christ. You don't see that phrase a lot, the Spirit of Jesus Christ. That was throwing me off. So I drew this sounds horrible, I guess, but I almost drew like a little picture of almost like a little ghost to represent a spirit. And then I wrote the letters JC right in the middle of that for Jesus Christ. A strange picture, but when I put that right beside the arrow going through the hands, those two, that's all you need. You don't need to draw pictures to know every single word. You just need little pictures sort of to jog your memory to kind of get you going. At least that's how I do it. If I had to draw a picture for every word, I wouldn't be effective at it. It'd be too much for me to remember. But just a couple little pictures like that is all I need to master this verse. I just see the hands with the arrow through it and my little ghost little picture with JC, Spirit of Jesus Christ, and that makes it very easy for me. So hopefully that'll help you come up with your own pictures. Illustrations. If you have a better idea, share it on Facebook. We would love to benefit from something that you've come up with. But that's all I have for today. You guys hang in there, and you're doing great. And we will see you tomorrow on Friday, and we'll wrap up our fourth week. So anyway, God bless you guys. Talk to you soon.